Big up everyone. I'm live. I was just getting ready. So hopefully everyone is doing well. So in this Wednesday evening, I hope everyone is doing well. Today I want to do a live stream. Of course, I've been live for the last 3 days, consistently straight now. I want to talk about La Liga. They are in the live. And you know what? I think it's time to cook them.
Chelo con el Puma, presa intenso en la marca, el equipo de los Diablos y Canelo termina recuperando la pelota y Toluca la mueve, la juega, la toca, Pereira para Nicolás Castro, Nico otra vez con Federico Pereira, puede abrir para Gallardo, va a presionar el Rayo, Gallardo por fuera, Nico Castro, Denzel intenta también el Chelo, Nico descarga muy bien en Pereira y ahora el que juega es Marcel Ruiz que se retira el hombre que estaba solo en todo el estadio. Yo creo que eso es otro de los aspectos del juego de Marcel. No solo su voluntad de tener la pelota siempre a los pies, pero el pase que pone aquí para que el niño liquide. ¡El niño! ¡Qué buena barrida de Murillo! ¡Extraordinaria! El niño se tardó una fracción de segundo y Murillo llegó para barrerle y sacarle la pelota, pero Diego ha dado que pase de Marcel Ruiz. Sí, se quedó dormido el niño pensando que no iba a llegar nadie y Murillo llegó justo a los pies para trabarlo frente jurado. Pero lo de Marcel es excepcional. Lo dijimos tantas veces que al final sonamos reiterativos, ¿no? De tanto halago. Pero es todo lo que toca, todo lo que hace, lo hace bien. Hoy por lo menos lo ha hecho todo bien. Ni modo de no aplaudirle ese pase al niño, ¿no? Sí, sí. O el pase a Barbosa. Sí, sí, no, todo. Yo te iba a decir, lo que hace Marcel es, antes que le llegue la pelota, ya sabe él lo que va a hacer con el balón. Y lo ejecuta a la perfección. Hoy lo ha hecho todo bien. Ramiro. 25 años tiene Marcel. Yo cuando lo vi al principio en Querétaro, yo no me imaginaba un jugador a este nivel. La tiene el pollo briseño. Sí, de acuerdo.
Sorry guys, I just had to fix up there, but I'm here. So what's up everyone? Smash up the likes, you know the drill. No comments so far? I'm surprised we haven't, which we should. So this is kind of like maybe somewhat of a watch along, but this is like a chill along. Yeah, big up National Lena. So smash up the likes. You guys know the drill. No excuses. You know. So yeah, I'm just making sure I'm live, getting everyone in. So yeah. So even though the game hasn't started for a month today, America, which is like in 20 minutes, Juarez is playing Toluca, but yeah, in this quarterfinal, and I think this is the perfect time to talk about La Liga because it is Thanksgiving here in America. So hopefully everyone is doing well. Smash up the likes, you know the drill. Yeah, I know I couldn't catch up everyone's live stream, but I hope you're doing well. I hope everyone is doing well. Smash up the likes, you know the drill. Don't move fraudulent.
Se haga más participativo, más protagonista de aquí al final del encuentro. Sé que Juárez aspira.
But yeah, I just hope everyone is doing well. Smash up the likes. You know the drill. Join me. So yeah, we can talk about whatever we want. That's why I'm just waiting for the chat. Surprised. Why do we always get like 0 people? About updates for the Libertadores and Atletico Junior equalized. Bravos are losing. So yeah, there's 2-legged ties. So yeah, correct. But yeah, so I hope everyone is ready. I hope there isn't like anything like in the way. annoyingly. I haven't even had time to check all the reaction videos. But yeah. But I hope everyone is doing well. I am. I'm just waiting for the chat since it's like solo. Yeah, sorry if I had to do it this time and I could have done it earlier, but you need to use the restroom, check something real quick, and yeah. But yeah, I just hope everyone is doing well. Tomorrow's going to be a much chill day. I mean, this Thanksgiving. So yeah, so I want to say happy early Thanksgiving to everyone in the U.S., including me, because I'm in the U.S. So yeah, I got updates. Libertadores in like less than like 2 days on Saturday, which I'm excited. We will be doing a watch along on this channel for sure, but I'll see if I can try to on my phone. So yeah, so apparently Flamengo, their plane just landed in Lima as a and it looks like they're about to arrive very soon. Yeah, it looks like they're. But yeah, Flamengo Palmeiras, the Copa do Brazil Premium or Copa Libertadores final is on is on is on Saturday. I can't wait to have Michael on. So I've been live consistently, but I won't be live tomorrow. I mean, I will be going live actually on my other channel because Fluminense does play São Paulo, so I want to do that. So I'm going live today. So yeah, so I'm just waiting for the chat. Why is no one? It's been like 10 minutes and no one has joined the chat. Why is no one like recognizing my streams? And a couple people that I'm live. I'm not trying to like beg them or anything, but like, but yeah, I know, right? But yeah, I'm just waiting, but and still no one in the chat. Why is no one recognizing that I'm live? But as well, we can talk about whatever we want. I'm just waiting for people to come in because if this does not work, then what's the point of putting the stream then? If no one comes here in the next 10 minutes, then I'm ending the stream because what am I doing then? But yeah, as we build up for the Libertador, this and as well drama in Liverpool. Yup, as they've lost again, 3 games in a row, back to back. After defeating Real Madrid, who barely got a scrapey win against Olympiacos, finally winning after breaking that curse. And Liverpool's a joke. But yeah. So yeah, join the chat, guys. Join the chat. I'm not begging. Join the chats and talk to me. Yeah, that's just what I'm waiting. So I see America, who they're trying to bring on. Let me see. The lineups are surely out. I might pull it up as well. It looks like the Flamengo, the plane that's carrying the Flamengo players, crew, and Felipe Luis himself, I think has just landed in Lima, and as they're trying to get sorted out, Palmeiras is already there. They already flew as of today, and they already got here like a few hours earlier, a few hours ago, like 6 hours ago. But yeah, I can't wait for Athens here. I hope everyone is live for it. Hopefully, the rest of the world is watching this. PSG fans, they better watch this because maybe this could be one of the opponents for the FIFA Intercontinental Cup. And I know Cruz Azul, they have to be watching this because you will be playing one of the two because you're in there. You won the Champions Cup, so you're playing the Intercontinental Cup. Surely. They know this. So many are going for front three, like Brian Rodriguez and Dejas, Hidalgo, Cáceres, Dos Santos in that mid pack, Boja, Eskowski, Reyes, and Alvarez. The back line, Mangum and goal. Fair enough. But yeah, we got a huge week ahead. A huge week. I mean, well, it is a huge week. But we're still like not done with it. We still have, today, tomorrow, Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Saturday, Libertadores, and we'll find out. If San Diego, here's the deal. If San Diego FC makes the MLS Cup final, and if they beat Vancouver, I might just go to the MLS Cup final. I might just go there, honestly. Whether it's San Diego, Inter Miami, San Diego, New York City, I might go there, honestly. I'll think about it. I'm trying to, save up money, but it's like, it's just complicated these times. And still no one is in the chat after 15 minutes? What's wrong with me? Why am I not getting no viewers? Why? Why am I not getting live viewers? Oh, big up. Finally, we got a viewer. I've been waiting for you. Lewis, you're the first one after 15 minutes. Big up to you. Oh, Atletico Nacional might have scored. Finally, I've been waiting for you. I hope you're doing well. We will be here for like the next possibly 2 hours. I'll see. Hour and a half. I might do the whole Monterrey America game. I'll see. I don't know yet. But yeah. Yeah. We could talk about Champions League, what happened today. Liverpool, La Liga, teams not doing well, especially besides your lot. Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid won only by a goal, not convincing. Got luckiness or not good enough, not sustainable. And talk about a little bit of the Libertadores final. So yeah, I'm just waiting for people to join in. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry if I couldn't do this earlier because I have to go eat, go this, that. That's why. And tomorrow's a big day here in America. Thanksgiving, yep. I'm having a kind of good week, but yeah. Yeah. So come chat with me. Yeah, go ahead. As I've been waiting. But yeah, it's nice to see the build up. I'm just waiting for more people. But yeah. But yeah, share the stream so we can have the chat going and helps out the channel. Absolutely. Yeah, best of all in recession from Santos. What a beautiful Lincoln play. Cooks Coop Varsity, as always. Even Balde couldn't keep up. Yep. Reno said something real quick.
Well, bro, I don't know about you. I work, man. And then I have a rough time because I have to deal with my son. I just watched the interview. I watch a little bit of Arsenal, but I only got one TV. I don't need to buy 3, 4 TVs that you guys do. So, yeah, but I did soccer this week. Very interesting channel.
Alright, yeah. Yeah, at least it didn't disappoint. We had some great games, great goals. So yeah, so come chat with me. We need more people in because I put the stream on. But I know we got Medica Monterrey. But I just want to talk about what's going on with La Liga. La Liga, in my opinion, there's a huge problem. La Liga has not looked good against in the UCL this year. They have not looked good, and there is a huge problem with La Liga. And you want to know what's crazy? I think I just find out this post just now from Wait for Tomorrow. Your heart, huh? They're saying that funny enough, you want to know something? Dortmund fans in that game against Villarreal, even they said even they say F La Liga. They're ultras. The yellow wall. Ah, come on. Is that? Oh, come. I'm gonna pull this tweet out in just a bit. Even freaking Dortmund fans are saying F La Liga. Even they think La Liga is trash. They said F the La Liga refs. Wow, everything. La Liga is falling apart, honestly. And you know what? At this point, yeah, you wait for like it's corrupt, but La Liga, damn, they're even calling out them Dortmund, La Liga, EA Sports. Oh my, yeah. Let me tweet this out, retweet this, bookmark this. La Liga might actually be washed, honestly. And you know what? I think it's time to have a discussion. Hopefully, this motivates the chat. Smash up the likes. Why is no one in the chat? I just want to get it over with. La Liga is so done, bro. English Premier League teams will forever own La Liga. Yeah, the Premier League is absolutely. Say whatever you want. Yes, the negative point of the Premier League is Manchester United, but now Liverpool together. La Liga is just but La Liga is just absolutely awful, bro. La Liga is absolutely trash, garbage. And I hate to say this, but there's just so much problems that isn't even like work. Oh my goodness, bro. This year alone, there's been a lot of good games and not a single La Liga result besides Newcastle 1, Barcelona 2. Everyone else has been getting cooked. And they might be right since Messi Ronaldo left. The Liga is absolutely shattered out to pieces. I mean, that was 2023, but even that. But yeah, La Liga, they're done. It's crazy. Someone tweeted saying, crazy how Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal play big team. Well, I'm assuming the Champions League. But yeah, La Liga, we need to have a talk. I'm just waiting for everyone to chat. Where's Cooler? Where's everyone? La Liga's absolutely trash, bro. This league might just be washed up. This league might actually be washed up. I'm not going to lie to myself. But yeah, La Liga might just be washed. La Liga might just be washed. La Liga might actually be washed. Correct. Yeah, I believe so. I think La Liga is absolutely trash. La Liga's in the mud. Yeah, okay, Cooler might join. But yeah. Alright, there we go. He's already here, I think. Big up. Oh, Catalan 94, big up to you. You're second in. I think Cooler is coming up shortly, hopefully. I mean, as long as it says group stage games means nothing. Big games happen in knockout stages. Yeah, they do. And I'm gonna get into it. But I'm just saying, like, overall. Okay, there's a chat. Big up, Cooler. Big up to Moss. I will turn on my camera. Salute you. Yo says. Cooler Mouse says, I said, who is the top of the league? Boom. Yeah, you guys destroyed Bayern Munich. Congratulations. You absolutely broke Harry Kane's curse. Back to reality. Vincent Company. He knew that he lost 5-0 to this Arsenal team before with Burnley, and now he got the reality check. About time. Because they'll say that PSG beat Arsenal, right? Big up everyone, finally. And Cooler and everyone. Share this live stream on your community tabs. Finally, now we got the chat rolling. They're 20 minutes. Let's talk about the prawns of La Liga. And I will turn on my camera right now. If you guys could see. Oh, come on. No, that's not working, for freak's sakes. No. Oh, shoot. Oh, the Sharks are playing. Oh, we're 2-0 down. I'm not surprised. Even the Sharks in Colombia are drawing with Atletico Nacional. That sucks. Yep, at Colorado, we're 2-0 down, for freak's sake. Mohamed Salah first. Hat-trick. Yeah, Mbappe scored 4 open play goals. Yeah. All from open play. He was on fire. And this time, for the first time since that Valencia game, he's absolutely looked good. And Olympiacos, they played a high line and they conceded 4 goals. And even if La Liga is crap, they played the 2 best La Liga clubs. You guys, Barcelona, you gave them 6, and Real Madrid gave them 4. So that's an aggregate of 10-4. The both of you guys. And both of you guys beat Olympiacos 4-3 and 6-1. Even though Real Madrid were away from home and Barcelona were at home before you moved to the new camp. So share the stream. Second fact in the UCL. And then who was it against who? I kind of forgot. It's been a while. And Mohamed Salah, he has disintegrated, bro. And when was it? I scored a hat-trick. And sorry if I can't show my face. Not because or turn on my camera. It's because my camera is freaking acting up. I think I have storage issues, so I might have to fix it up by the freaking Libertadores final. So yeah, so I will pull up a tweet, but just to show you the actual example, Friday, I think San Diego, Vancouver. Oh, is it on Friday? At this point, if San Diego goes through, they get to host whatever they want, right? They have more points than Inter Miami, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. San Diego will host either Miami or New York City, right? Interesting. And this has the game kicked off in Monterrey? Not yet. Is it this Friday or Saturday? I think it's Saturday. We all know the final MLS Cup is Miami Whitecaps, or Miami versus Vancouver Whitecaps, Messi versus Mueller. Spurs lost 5-3. Yeah, they did to PSG, and PSG, they finally got the job done more convincingly. And even though they kind of were not that impressive either. Vitinha scoring like a hat trick. I could be wrong. He scored twice. And then the penalty kick, he finished it off. Dembele, I think, barely came off the bench, coming back from another injury. Yeah, Inter Milan, another reality check. Ever since they beat Barcelona, they're fraudulent. Ever since freaking Fulamente knocked them out of the Club World Cup, these scrubs, they're not serious. Even River Plate gave them the virus, and River Plate are crap. River Plate are absolutely crap right now in Argentina. They got knocked down in their own league, in their league playoff phase. And they lost to Atletico Madrid, who got very lucky and who are not even any better. Liverpool slapping Anfield, yup, they're done. The Americans, thus, yup, cooking them. No more Richard Ledesma. Yeah, it's a lot. And Arsenal, you will give Chelsea a lot harder than Barcelona. Mate, you know how you made a post on Chelsea? New York City is yeah, they have some interesting players, including that front attacker as well. I forgot his name, but I forgot the New York City squad. But I know they're owned by the Etihad, the Man City group. So you know what? Let me pull out this tweet. This is a sad reality for La Liga, but La Liga. All right, before I read your comments, La Liga. I'm not. Yeah, what about it? Yeah, you guys see my photo? So even someone did this yesterday. I know it's a fan account from Liverpool, Sammy. Yeah, what about it? Vitinha Hadi, yes, correct. City losing to Leverkusen. Yep, they did. Absolutely. Yeah, City, I'm not surprised they lost to Liverpool. And yes, I'm not surprised. Am I surprised? No. What comments? Wait, which one? Oh, Black is injured. Oh, he is? And then you guys play them next week at Atletico Madrid, Barcelona. Real Madrid robbed Olympiacos, should have been 4-4. Why? Because the penalty was not called? We have more UCLs than PL or Premier League titles. And then there was even hate comments. I'm not surprised. I don't even care. I don't give a shit. Loser pool. Yeah, they are. And you know what? Let me pull this on. Even though Liverpool, they're garbage, they still beat Real Madrid. Every league is dead. Everyone trashes La Liga, but give free pass. Yeah, I know. I know the Premier League fans, they are talking a lot. England's national team, they deserve to absolutely be clowned, basically. But as before, we will turn on the screen to Monterrey in a bit. But yeah. But even though the Premier League, I know it's overrated, but I get it because it is the most competitive league. That's true, exactly. They spent $500 million. They've only gotten worse, and And I know the Premier League, they'll spend all the money they have. La Liga, with having Tebas in there, you can't do that. And even though Liverpool, yeah, they did it the wrong way, but everyone else has done it like okay to good. I know Chelsea and Arsenal struggle to win trophies, but Arsenal looks like they're on good form. Chelsea now winning back trophies after going trophyless for 2-3 seasons. It is a sad reality. These are all the results this year, including last season of the Europa League. The Basque, which includes, Spain's best players, even though they're fraudulent. Nico Williams is a fraud, you could say. Look at these results. It's real bad, bro. 4-1, 3-0 yesterday. Even though this was 2019, but you know the drill. Even though this was 2019, I have no idea why they put that in. Arsenal beating Real Madrid home and away 4-0 against Atletico. And this shitty, crappy Liverpool had, the luck in them. And even they beat Atletico Madrid 3-2, a last-minute winner again. And they beat Real Madrid. So La Liga, it's just been crap, honestly. It's just been ridiculous, bro. I don't know what to say. La Liga, EA Sports, look at this. Even Dortmund, Villarreal. I'm also going to pull out a tweet. I can't wait for Argentina versus Spain in the Fenway-Misma, don't you mean in March? It's actually in March. I'm excited. We might do a watch-along. I'll see. By then, I should be a lot more organized, less stressful. So, yeah, I'm hopeful that we could do watch-along. I can't wait. This is probably the only Lamine Yamal Messi battle that we'll ever see in our lifetime, unless there's a World Cup rematch later that year. Hopefully, we'll see. I don't know if these guys could face until the quarterfinals, semifinals. It's not the final itself. That would be huge, bro. But it's going to be played in Qatar. And Qatar is already hosting, the U17 World Cup. I think the final is Friday. Italy, Austria, and then who else? No. Portugal, Austria. My bad. And then the Intercontinental Cup next month, which we will be talking about the Liberators final. So if you excuse me, guys, I'm going to be right back for 1 minute. I need to grab water real quick. It's just going to be fast, and then we're on it. Real quick. All right, I'm back. I just couldn't find it. So we get ready. I'm back. Anyways, I'm excited for that. For the Fenway, I think everyone will want to see that, no matter how big, even if it's just a Super Cup. I think this will bring record viewership. Hopefully, let's see. Dortmund, they scored 4 against Villarreal. Chelsea, yesterday, Barcelona, Villarreal also had a red card. Bilbao also drew 0-0. Harambol, it's not football, it's La Liga. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Premier League, there's these 2 losses. But La Liga is doing worse. Saw a lot of refereeing in the game. But the problem is La Liga is finished. Look at these possession, even though this is fault mob. I don't know which team is this. Oh, is this Dortmund? Damn, that's just that bad, bro. But yeah, just like end the stream, Dave. Big up to him, but Even he said La Liga is finished, bro. That's how bad it is, bro. It is bad, bro. Am I surprised? No. And by the way, the players are coming out for Flame. So big up to you, Goat. Salute you. Subscribe. You're subscribed to the channel, right? Big up. I'll give you a sub back. What do you think of La Liga in the poor Champions League? Not just Barcelona's loss, but generally. Everyone in La Liga has been poor. The 5 teams. It's just so much problem. And you know what? I just need to say this. Saying La Liga is bad is just crazy. I know it's crazy, and I know there's still but the problem is it's just been poor. In Europe, in the Champions League, in the Europa League, Betis and Celta Vigo have been doing okay. Even Rayo Vallecano have been doing okay, but in the Champions League, what happened? They just couldn't compete with Premier League teams. And I know the Premier League is overrated, but I kind of get it because we're seeing it. La Liga have just lost 8-1 to the Premier League, head to head. 9 games, the Premier League won 8. It's just mad, bro. Not a single draw, which I thought Newcastle Barcelona could have been a draw. But yeah, Chelsea, they demolished Barcelona, even though Araujo did that stupid red card. Villarreal did nothing. And even the Dortmund fans are saying, I hope I don't get copyrighted. I think I saved this. No, I think this is just an image. Look at this. They had a banner saying UEFA Mafia, and they even had a banner saying, home is your heart, must be abroad. And look at the bottom. It says, Puta La Liga, Puta the RFF, which is the Spanish Referee Committee, I think. What's your response to this? Even the Dortmund fans know they don't even rate La Liga like that. That's just bad. That's just massive. And then here's Flamengo trying to arrive. They already arrived. But yeah, La Liga might actually just be washed, bro. Honestly, and I hate to say it. End the stream. End the stream. Dave said it. It's freaking bad. It's washed. In Europe, you're getting cooked. Even the international level, it's just so bad that they can't compete with the Premier League. And I know people will say, "Oh, am I a Premier League fanboy?" And I'm just saying this, but I'm just speaking facts. Even Dave just said, which big up to Dave, because you know what, at this point, La Liga, the problem is La Liga, yes. La Liga. Oh! Monterrey have nearly scored. Off the line. Malgon is injured. Oh, penalty! What? Penalty? Or what's the freaking... Hold on, what's happening? I thought that was an injury. Already. Looking for... they hit off the post. No, Malgon just saved it, and then they gave a penalty already. Are you kidding me, bro? Already in the first 2 minutes of the game. And the referee says penalty. That's just ridiculous. Or, there was a push. Malgon is down. Wait, why is it not doing this? Yes, it up right there. That playoffs. But tell me. But yeah, I'm talking about this game. But yeah, let's just continue talking about La Liga. I will put back the screen up. But yeah. Malgon's not injured. I don't know if that's a pen, but yeah, here's their bench. By the way, don't forget Sergio Ramos is playing. There you go. There he is. And he's no longer in La Liga. Liga Monterrey bought him. Even he is no longer in La Liga. So yeah, that's true. Sergio Ramos is playing. He's still playing in Liga MX. As for I heard reports James Rodriguez might not play might stay in Mexico, not return to Colombia. It looks like for club, he's just leaving Leon. There's Sergio Ramos, which we all know. He's starting, and yes, I forgot to say Sergio Ramos watched along, kind of. I mean, it's a big game in Mexico standards. That's why Rodriguez Fidalgo is now career to be Mexican from Spain, who came from Real Madrid's academy, La Fabrica, who played for Real Odevello for a bit as well, or like their B team or something like that, and now is at America. But this is just massive. But yeah, that's just the crazy part. But yeah, what are you saying, guys, about La Liga being in the mud? Do you think it's that bad? You think I'm just being harsh, or you think Dave is wrong and he's trying to manipulate me and because the problem with La Liga, yeah, go. La Liga, in my opinion, it's only viewed on the spotlight only because of two awesome teams, which fair enough to obviously which we all know it's Real Madrid and Barcelona, which obviously of course because they're the two biggest clubs, not just in Spain, especially in Spain for sure, but if not the world. That brings the world together, Real Madrid and Barcelona, with that creditancy of the battle of the two kingdoms. You know what I'm saying? The two kingdoms basically. But everyone else is pretty small, unfortunately. Oh, here comes America. This might go 1-0. In fact, it's saved. I think there's a corner for America. I think Ramos got touched. But yeah, tell me, guys. Go ahead about La Liga. If you guys are still in here, you think La Liga's washed? Because I mean, not La Liga's washed. You think it's only because of Barcelona, Real Madrid? It's existed because fair play to Real Madrid and Barcelona overall. We all know these are the two biggest clubs, two biggest rivalries. All the politics says El Clasico been built on, not just politically but iconic, especially the Lionel Messi Ronaldo era, which brought people together, the enjoyment, and everyone, of course, in the world. I mean, yes, the world still takes El Clasico seriously, no matter what, about who's the biggest in Spain, who's better, Barcelona, Real Madrid. But when we take away outside Barcelona, Real Madrid, La Liga is pretty much a desert, almost. Yes, you have Atletico Madrid, that third spot, and even they haven't done anything as much in these last 5 years. And that was basically a city or a village that's independent neutral at this point because even they couldn't afford to fight. And that's how bad it is. If it's just gonna be Barcelona Real Madrid, listen, I'm not hating on Barcelona Real Madrid. Of course I like both of you. But if La Liga keeps this up, I'm not saying you're at fault or anything. The problem is if everyone else is being crap and not gonna compete with those levels, then is it to say La Liga might just be done because Barcelona, Real Madrid, should they go to a better league then? Should we just put them in the Premier League or Serie or somewhere else then? Because why is La Liga kind of because everyone else doesn't seem like they're that great, unfortunately. Like yes, you have your Valencias, you have your Sevilles, you have your Betis, you have your you have your Bilbaos or athletic clubs, Sociedad, and even they haven't done anything. It's hard for them to even win a trophy. And the last time we had a non Barcelona Real Madrid winner was back in 2024. Was last year when Bilbao won the Copa del Rey. Betis won the Copa del Rey as well recently as well, and Sociedad won it the year before that, and Atletico Madrid did won the league title back in 2021. But ever since then, they can't compete. And then but when you take La Liga, when in a competitive spot, they're getting annihilated. And when they face Premier League teams, they make them less professional. That they're even. It sounds like they're amateur. It makes them amateur. That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is. And I know La Liga will say they have more. Of course, La Liga you could say has more UCLs, 20 to 15. But that's only because of Real Madrid's greatness and beauty. And of course, Barcelona fans want to debate about that, about possible robberies. But here's the thing: Real Madrid just putting Spain relevant because everyone else has not did their part. Even Atletico Madrid still can't win the Champions League. Valencia, Sevilla's, who are trying to compete and once European Cup winners or Europa League winners, have fallen off massively financially, and their clubs couldn't stay afloat. We're seeing boring ball. The league is technical, but the La Liga, the problem is, it's just like slow, chill out, relax. They don't play intensity that much, and it's just kind of bad. I think La Liga clubs, it's just, I'm not trying to hate on them, but it's just ridiculous. It's not really sustainable. It's not really, it's not really sustainable. It's not. When you have just two teams, and it looks like it's a pile of deadwood, then what's the point? It's just not good. It's not really sustainable. But yeah, and of course you could say, yeah, Tottenham, Liverpool, Man City, Newcastle United embarrassed Premier League this week, and only Chelsea won basically. Only Chelsea and Arsenal have won. Oh yeah, I forgot it's six Premier League teams. That's it. And I know the Premier League could be like and not even like the best because. But here's the thing with La Liga. But the problem with La Liga, it seems like they're doing worse, unfortunately. And even if the Premier League has their downfall moment, La Liga still can't chat to them. So yeah, so so I don't know what's gonna happen. If this keeps this up, I don't know what we're doing. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah. But yeah. But yeah. I just don't know. What else would you want to say? Is La Liga truly washed? Tell me. It's just ridiculous. But yeah, and as well, I need to mention this: Brazil, Flamengo and Palmeiras fans. It looks like they're packing up the stadiums. I mean, packing up the streets of Peru. We're seeing fans coming out of their hotel. And it's just massive. I don't even Man, I wish I was there. I just want to see them. Says they're going to be staying there for the next few days. So yeah, finally got a comment. Yeah, big up to you, Junior. Go says, Vamos America. Big up to you. You're a Club America fan? Yes, we're here for the watch along, honestly, at this point. So we're going to be talking about this. And Monterrey hit off the post, I think. And then, but Nago got life, so it looks like it's been even. There is a foul recalled. America restarting to play. So Kevin Alvarez. Oh my days, bro. But yeah. Oh, they're giving a free kick to Monterrey. Kevin Alvarez, what happened? An argument? Is that Sergio Ramos or who was it? Yeah. Even Aguirre was furious. Canales, who used to play for Sociedad Betis. And Sociedad not even in the Europa League. And Betis, they are. I want to see what they do in their game. But yeah. Oh, I see. I don't know if I'll do the final. Toluca beat Juarez. We might be cooked. Yeah, they did. And this was as expected. They literally cooked these guys. It's 2-1. And they came back in the second half, and they're just going to control the second leg at home with a draw and just rest up, and then they'll play the winners of I forgot who. I could be wrong. I think it might be Chivas Cruz Azul. I could be wrong. But yeah. I could be wrong. But I have a question. Are you a Barcelona fan? Because I see you have a Barcelona profile picture. Right? Because I have a question if you are. Oh, is there anything happening? Well, looks like yellow cards for what's his name? How long had I get? Guy from Monterrey. Tecatito. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. Hits his handball from Zendejas. You think America is going to win? Well, they have struggled away in Monterrey in these last few meetings. They did lost 1-0. And then they haven't won away from home since 2023, where they battered them like 3-0. Starting I am. But I do have a question if you're a Barcelona fan. Oh, shoot, something is going on. But you know what? Can I ask you this? I have a question. Due to rivalry side, you think La Liga is just two teams, Real Madrid and Barcelona? And is it because no one cares about everyone else? Is it just two teams? What do you think? Like, why can't La Liga teams compete? Why are La Liga teams relevant? Corona gets booked. What's your response? Go ahead. I just support Chelsea more, but Barcelona's my third favorite. And you're not even trying to glory. Oh, America, they're getting around there. Locked up in time. Interesting. Who was that ball? Was it from... Who was that? Brian Rodriguez? Damn. Yeah, and even though America are no longer sponsored by Nike, America, Chelsea, and Barcelona, you guys at one common thing, you guys are all sponsored by Nike, but now America is back with Adidas, just like Liverpool. They're no longer there. So that's what I was about to say, but not anymore. But unless you like watching it. Now you have Atletico Betis. Okay, fair enough. Because, and I know Real Betis, I know that they have gotten a little bit famous because of Anthony's transfer, the Manchester United reject. Because United is just so awful to watch. And here's the funny part. United, here's the thing. We all know that they're trash at the moment. They lost to Everton 1-0 this Monday. They beat Bilbao 3-0, Sociedad 4-1. They battered both of these teams. They battered them. That's how bad it is. The Basque, they got battered by United. That's how bad it is. And in Real Betis, I know they had that second half great season with Anthony, and then they were absolutely cooking ever since he got him. Since that game against, I think Betis played Bilbao, Anthony's debuted for Real Betis before his permanent deal. He got man of the match already, and he absolutely cooked, bro. He even beat Real Madrid 2-1, and then managed to draw you guys in Barcelona 1-1 in March and April, respectively. And Real Betis, they look so much better with him. But unfortunately, Real Betis, they managed to reach the Conference League. They managed to reach all the way to the final. But unfortunately, even with Anthony, Real Betis, they got battered by Chelsea 4-1. That's the problem. And no La Liga team has won the European trophies. The last time La Liga won a European trophy was Real Madrid, last year's Champions League. And who won the Conference League? Olympiacos. Oh shoot, what's going on? Are they going to VAR? What's going on? They beat Liverpool. Who? Betis? Or Atletico Madrid? Yeah, they did beat Liverpool, but that was actually a few years ago. It's been since COVID, I think. That was that famous 2020 before they locked things down. I could be wrong. But yeah, they did beat Liverpool. Away at Anfield. I don't know if Betis did play Liverpool. I mean, I know Betis, they did play Liverpool last year's preseason. They lost 1-0. But I don't know if they played anyone else serious. Or played anyone. Any English teams besides Chelsea. They made it to the final. They won the playoffs against Genk. They passed through someone in Poland. I forgot that team's called. And the quarterfinals, they played what's this called? I forgot what they played in the quarterfinals. I forgot that team called. And they played Fiorentina semifinals, needs to go extra time. But they made it to the final. They went 1-0 up and they lost the final. And then all the Spanish teams, they went out last year. Bilbao went out. You're back? All right. Here's the thing, if you're listening. So last year, the La Liga teams, this was the record in Europe, if you could hear me. Betis, they made it to the final, and unfortunately, they lost. Real Madrid made it to the quarterfinals, got knocked out by Arsenal 5-1. And it's a bad scoreline. Barcelona, I don't know if you agree with this or believe this. You guys might have been cheated out against Inter, but your highline was caught exposed 7 times, 7 goals. I mean, well, yeah, there was that penalty for Nugu, but the rest were from open play and then that set piece. You caught 7 goals with that dangerous highline either way. That running through your back line. And Atletico Madrid, they got knocked out by Real Madrid in the derby because they were selected in the round of 16 because the new UCL format somehow find a way did it. So they sacrificed each other. And even though that Julian Oliver's controversial penalty, so Atletico got knocked out by their rivals in the same league, Real Madrid. Bilbao made it to the semifinals. They were supposed to host the Europa League final at home. It should have been Bilbao-Tottenham. But somehow they conceded 7 goals against United. How? 7 bloody goals to the worst United. This is basically the best or okay. I mean, this Bilbao side was just as good until that last period. And then Betis, yes, they start to run out of gas at the end of the season. And yeah, this was just disappointing. Barcelona, all they did is just wrap up the domestic treble. No one else did everything. Yes, Real Madrid won the UEFA Super Cup against Atalanta. Real Madrid won the previous Intercontinental Cup, the Old Club World Cup, which Cruz Azul is in the FIFA Intercontinental Cup. And by December 10th, we're going to play either Flamengo or Palmeiras, whoever wins the Libertadores, which we will be here for a watch-along. Yes. They suck. Yeah, Bilbao, they suck, bro. They just lost 4-0 to you guys, and Bilbao did nothing yesterday, 0-0 draw against Sava Praga. And then they played who else? And then Sociedad, they got knocked out by Manchester United in the round of 16. And They had a red card, but Sociedad were just awful, bro. With the round envelope kids, just don't help. What else? Who else? Who else got knocked out? Did I mention all the teams? All right, who else got knocked out? All right, Betis lost the final. Barcelona semifinals. Real Madrid quarterfinals. Atletico quarterfinals. Betis. I think I might just mention all the teams then. I could be wrong. Am I missing someone? Oh, Girona! Because of that one season wonder they have 2 seasons ago, which led to last season. Monterrey header! Oh, never mind. And it goes out wide, and I think it was offside anyways. But yeah, Girona, they absolutely faltered. They might go down and get relegated second place. And they finished like 32nd in the Champions League phase. And yeah, they've been crap. Girona. Almost forgot that they existed. Now they're likely getting relegated. But yeah, it's just getting bad for La Liga. It's only because the reality is only because of Barcelona and Real Madrid. So, cover up the cracks, the holes. And don't get me wrong, there's problems in the Premier League, but they and even if that league is overrated, but at least they covered up 75% of the cracks. La Liga, it's almost none. When you take both Barcelona and Real Madrid, you have a question. What team do you support and why? For me, as a Mexican American, I actually root for Brazil. I just don't enjoy. I just like watching Brazilian football, both the national team and the league. I just love enjoying the Brazilian league for fun because I enjoyed it in 2023. At the end of 2023, so I was just ready and excited. And I know the national team, we all know it's no longer what they used to be, but that's why they produce ballers, the league. Don't get me wrong, I support Mexico and CONCACAF. That's yes, and I know I'm rooting for both Mexico and Brazil, even though that is my heritage, and plus, still enjoy Liga MX. I do like watching Liga MX. Of course, the second best league in the Americas. Let's get that right. So I still don't have, for sure, for Mexico. I don't have a club. I don't have any football club, but I do root for Mexican and Brazilian clubs in the Club World Cup, which I did, kind of. But yeah, I'm really passionate. Les Joski has been booked, by the way, for Liga. But yeah, that's just me. But yeah, La Liga, I'm kind of worried about them. Honestly, and here's the thing. People only watch La Liga only because of Barcelona and Real Madrid, and especially El Clasico. Because that's the brink, big bank money. Because everyone else, when you drop off massively. You're almost down to the ground, just a couple feet ahead. Just a few feet ahead. After dropping like 3-story floors. Any other derby. But here's the thing, outside of El Clasico, the Madrid derby is the second biggest event. Everyone else outside the Madrid derby, yes, you got the Barcelona derby between Espanyol and Barcelona, but here's the thing, Espanyol is not really competitive. Fluminense was they were, and Chelsea were in their way, unfortunately. Fluminense, they could have gotten a penalty, and I thought Fluminense could have done a lot better. But wasn't good enough. They made it to the semifinals. It proves the Brazilian league is actually competitive. It is. I honestly have a feeling, call me crazy, I have a feeling the Brazilian league is just as good as La Liga, catching up, and maybe the Brazilian league might be better than La Liga when you take off Barcelona and Real Madrid. When you take them out, take out the main skin, basically. And then that's what happens. And by the way, do you think anyone cares? For example, the world average. Do you think anyone cares about outside of Barcelona and Real Madrid? Not really. But the Premier League, even some mid-table teams like a West Ham, even though they might be relegated, a Bournemouth, a Brentford, a Brighton, mind you, even the Newcastle are getting up in popularity in the world. They're doing better compared to these La Liga teams. It's just so that Brazilian league is more better than La Liga. Of course, it's more interesting. Like in the Brazilian league, they're trying to like pump out money with investments in the right way of rich ownerships, and like they're even getting the money rights pretty much good. Which Tactical Manager TV has made a video about this. I don't know if you watch him, and then that's why everyone is getting rich basically. And even La Liga with Javi Tebas, it's holding you guys back. Even the Brazilian league at this point might just be better. In La Liga, it's just so much problems. Like you guys can't at this point. But here's the thing: the Brazilian league, for some reason, is not televised outside of Brazil. I mean, it is televised. It is broadcasted here in the U.S. thanks to Fanatis. It deserves more recognition. But La Liga, there will only be like a few people watching on average. A like average Bilbao, Betis, Sociedad, or Elche game, for example. It's like almost no one cares. Yes, I do watch them, but even these games are getting boring. Like, it's just, there's no fun, there's no intensity. While the Brazilian league, their fans are passionate. They care. Oh, here comes Monterrey. They're almost through on goal. They're trying. Oh, is that penalty? No. At this point, I'm convinced as well, honestly. I know it's crazy, but yeah, Brazil is better than Canada. Oh, wait, you said Chelsea? Chelsea 3, Barcelona. Lewis. Oh, yeah, I forgot you guys. You know what? Let me mod you guys. And that's not a penalty. I forgot. Let me add both of you mods. You're welcome. I forgot. But yeah, subscribe to the channel. Yeah. There we go. But yeah, I don't think that's a penalty. But yeah, the plane has arrived in Lima right now, as it's still 0-0. Brazil is better than Chelsea. But yeah, I know. But it's like, but yeah, but do you guys think? I have a question, and I know the Valencia derby is back between Valencia and Levante. Valencia wins 1-0. But like, did anyone? But is the Valencia derby bigger than what's it called? That derby between Brighton and Southampton, even though Southampton is finished, so they have to use Bournemouth instead. Mind you, but the derby between Newcastle and Sunderland is back, and Sunderland has been amazing. And look at how much money the Premier League owns compared to La Liga. Oh, free kick for America at the edge of the box. Aguirre wins a foul. Do you think Sunderland Newcastle will get more worldwide attention than Valencia? Than the Valencia derby between Valencia and Levante? And yes, you could say maybe the Seville derby due to Anthony, just a little bit, or somewhat. Yep, my goat. But yeah, free kick for America. Near the edge of the box. Yes. You think so? Yeah, I think so, because especially Sunderland coming back in the Premier League. I think so. Yeah, because and you want to know something with the Premier League? The Premier League basically generates more money due to money deals. Fuck off. Why is FotMob acting like this? Why are you trying to screen? I'm trying. Alright, you know what? Let's just keep it facts. Alright, come on. Yeah, because the Premier League, there's like more money basically. More money due to TV rights, TV viewership from all over the world, especially in English-speaking countries like the United States, obviously Canada, Australia, and America missed, by the way. That was an awful free kick, Zenda. Ryan Rodriguez, my bad. Went over the bar, was going nowhere near. It's just wasted. But yeah, and even though the Brazilian League, and even though Liga MX, they still have some work to do, the Brazilian League, in my opinion, it deserves to be televised worldwide. It does. because of how competitive. Like for some reason they don't give these rights to Brazil. All because yes, you have your Flamengos, you have your Palmeiras. Botafogo did a miracle, even though they're back to reality for some reason, back to being a small club or mid-table club for some reason. Just are not serious. Vasco, even though Vasco are crap, their fan base do care. And I have no idea why La Liga, why the Brazilian League is not broadcasted worldwide. It deserves. Because in Brazil, it's just so much passion. I see more energy, more fluidity. At this point, I'll take any Brazilian derby than La Liga derby at this point. And I'm not trying to hate on the Seville derby, the Madrid derby, the Basque derby. The Basque derby is not even a rivalry. It's a friendly. It was meant to unite the Basque country, which contains politics. And I think you know what, when you put I think in my opinion, Corinthians Palmeiras, probably the biggest city derby, is not far off from the Madrid derby. In my opinion, if the whole freaking world knows it, in my opinion, especially intensity, it's kind of pretty close. A lot of people do care about this. And then in Mexico, yes, they have a lot of things. Who do you think will win the Brazilian league? Well, Flamengo got a chance to win it yesterday, but they equalized, but it was too late. The Chickens hold them, aka Atletico Mineiro, who lost the Sudamericana final on Saturday. We did a watch along on my second channel, which I'll give you the link. Subscribe to my Brazilian channel. We will be going live. I go live all the time. I know I don't do a lot of Liga MX, but since today, why not? So yeah, so subscribe to my Brazilian channel. This is my channel. Yeah, Flamengo, all they need is like a draw against City A. But even though, yes, it was a night of football today, of UCLs generally, but yeah, this is my Brazilian channel. Subscribe to it. Yep. But yeah, that's me. I post all the time. So yeah, so go. All right, bet. I'll love the live streams. Yeah. So yeah, you can. There it is. So subscribe, people. There you go. But yeah, I'm trying to like host most. I'll try to like host like a chat panel show eventually. I might do that maybe Friday or Sunday. I'll see. But but yeah, but yeah, but yeah. It's just like La Liga. It's just hard outside of Barcelona, Real Madrid. The problem is if it's just going to rely on two teams, it's not going to be sustainable. Not because, but if it's just going to be two teams, what's the point of this league? This league is going to keep rotting. And unfortunately, End the Stream is right. He called out Real Madrid saying that La Liga is trash, and that's why they're getting whitewashed in the Champions League, even Barcelona. Oh, falta, free kick. Sendejas is down. Jaina gets booked. He wants red. He wants a red, but it's not being given. Hadina is furious. Former São Paulo manager in Brazil who led to the Olympics in 2021 despite COVID. I gotta go, bro. Next live stream will be... Oh, okay, you're gonna go? But big up to you. Salute you. I'll be live tomorrow for São Paulo for the men's, even on Thanksgiving. It's just enough time. But yeah. But I'll say it to the viewers. Big up to you. Salute you. But yeah, falta. But yeah, guys, I just think La Liga might just be But yeah, La Liga, I just don't know what's happening. La Liga might just be, It says Andre Hadjine. One complaint not judge box the main red card for Ricardo Chavez. Not been given. Yeah, it's not really sustainable. Hold on, Alexander just went away from posting the final thing. No, it's like, but yeah. But at this point, if we're seeing more Premier League like ballers cook La Liga, honestly, where would Real Madrid finish in La Liga? Where would Barcelona? I don't know, honestly. They might finish 6 or 7, in my opinion, maybe. Because if they can't compete with the top 6, okay, besides Tottenham, because Tottenham are really bad right now, because they're not serious. Arsenal are dangerous. We saw them today. Chelsea. And of course, yeah, you could say Man City in case they have their off day, but they should be doing it. We'll see what Man City does against Real Madrid. I know. UEFA's favorite match. It's just milking it so much. And Chelsea Barcelona, I get it. It's been like 7 years since we lost all this. So I see why the intensity was building up. It's just not sustainable, bro. It's just ridiculous. Am I worried for the league? Yeah, of course I am. But if La Liga generally does not fix up, and if they're just going to rely on Real Madrid and Barcelona and no one else, I mean, yes, they have a strong presence in Latin America due to the Spanish speaking, so there's a lot of Real Madrid and Barcelona fans in South America, Mexico, Central and South America, the Caribbean. But in my opinion, even the Premier League is catching up with new fans. Chelsea is growing automatically South America, especially their big players like Moises Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, now Esteval, Ecuador, Brazil, for example, and then Liverpool's you know who. But yeah, they're catching up. More introduction to Latin American, viewership and fans. Even they know. So La Liga to them mostly it's just 2 teams. I mean, you'll have like a few important players. Venezuela, they love Sociedad because of Anabudo, the right back. And even though and and who's that guy for oh yeah, you have Cucho Hernandez at Betis, teammates Anthony, Colombia, so that brings a little bit Betis. But in the Bilbao, they also have their bass policy. Now I don't know if that works as well. I know Chivas does the same thing Mexican players in Liga MX, but it's like 2 different. But it's just not sustainable. Yeah, it's not sustainable. Hmm. But yeah, it's just ridiculous. I don't know. But yeah, in my opinion, the Brazilian league should be getting popular in South America. The rest of South American nations, in my opinion, like at this point, might just spread the Brazilian fandom to the rest of the Americas. At this point, Flamengo is such a huge club, in my opinion. Flamengo, if they had, they probably would have been the same size as Real Madrid, Barcelona, if they were known globally enough, probably. Corinthians, in my opinion. Probably nearly as much as well, probably. Even Palmeiras, I think they have more fans than. I don't know if they have more fans than Atletico Madrid, around near the same size. Along Sao Paulo, everyone knows Neymar. Everyone knows Santos because of Neymar, Pele, and Rodrigo as well. The talent they produce. So they should be on this list easily, Santos. And honestly, look at these Brazilian clubs. They won a few Club World Cups, the old one. And I think Real Madrid and Barcelona were the only two clubs that won the Intercontinental Cup / Old Club World Cup. Santos has two trophies, two Intercontinental Cups. Flamengo, I think, has one. Palmeiras is the only big Brazilian club that does not have that Intercontinental / Mundial. They probably shouldn't get those two trophies in case they do beat Palmeiras. Yeah. It's impossible to have. Yeah, Monterrey America is getting chippier. Liga MX is always hostile. Yeah. But yeah, La Liga is just going to rely on the superstars from just Real Madrid and Barcelona and using Atletico Madrid like that. For period, play making thing. It's not sustainable. Because then if Real Madrid and Barcelona levels do drop off, then yeah, then something is wrong. They added on 5 minutes, 1 minute stoppage time. So let me know. Because why La Liga teams are getting battered in Europe this season, especially this year alone. It's just not sustainable. Uh, did you know Barcelona have lost every single big game? Yeah, they did. Real Madrid, Chelsea, PSG. Yeah, so far. Well, Barcelona's real big test, not even Valencia. Valencia's downfall is pretty bad, and yet they're still. But Sevilla at least played better. But yeah, it's not sustainable. If it's just going to be like this, it's just ridiculous. Ask PSG 3 on the back line. Oh my goodness. Even United, we saw that Europa League. But yeah, it's just ridiculous. And then of course, even though in the Europa League we saw the English finals happen, we had the Premier League final, Tottenham versus United, which what we're seeing the Brazilian league dominate. Golazo! Oh! Goal! Goal! Sergio Canales from open play, 1-0, Monterrey. It was about to be 0-0, and boom, goal! America are getting cooked. As they're about to be 11 o'clock, as they're about to show the hotel. A lot of Flamengo fans waiting, yeah. 1-0, 1-0. Golazo. Gol. Yeah, the Flamengo fans are waiting for the bus, but yeah, a huge raid. Señor del Mundo, yeah, the big Flamengo fan base. This is why I won the Flamengo PSG Intercontinental Cup final. Sorry, Cruz Azul. As a Mexican American, I think I want the Flamengo PSG final to happen. Unless you knock them out, then maybe. That's probably the second final I won outside of PSG, Flamengo, PSG. But yeah, the PSG Flamengo final has to happen, in my opinion. As we approach halftime, America are getting cooked. America, they're getting cooked. Gol de Ferrari, the rival. And then the Chivas fans will bring out the 4-2. But yeah, that's to be right. Yeah, those 4-2. The players are coming out. Is that Mr. Royale? Is that Bruno Enrique who scored yesterday? Not Dos Santos. No, not. Oh, Wallachion, my bad. The players are coming out. Putting on the bus. But yeah, there's a huge fan base. Yeah, Flamengo has been better than America. They'll probably show Club America how they take them down. America, they just can't beat Cruz Azul. They have one victory. I don't know if they mean Liga yet. I don't know. We'll wait and see. But they still have to fly to Qatar.
Gracias a toda la gente que nos está enviando sus mensajes, fotos, la noche previa al Día de Acción de Gracias. Mañana es un jueves especial en el país.
That should be halftime shortly, but yeah. At this point, yeah. The Monterrey, will this be 2-0? Oh! Locked up. They're getting cooked, America. America caught live. Okay. Well, yeah, get golazo. Sold out, damn, that shit. And it's halftime, 1-0. Plata. Is that Plata? He needs to land it. Flamengo squad is better than Palmeiras, honestly. And I will be doing a preview. But yeah. I don't know if I actually will do the watch along. Might just do the. Honestly, but yeah. Should have done this before. But yeah, like I said, La Liga, I just don't know because Why are you guys losing? Because when you play outside of La Liga, you play bad, you get trash, and you do the ridiculous. You can't be. It's just jokers, bro. Traveling fans because they're hosting it. And who agrees? Peru and Condable, why not swap them? But I just Los Libertadores in like Mexico should be fine. I would like to go to the Libertadores final. Like this was Mexico, I just need to stay on the border. I just need to drive or fly down to Mexico City or something. But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, let me know if anyone is still in the comments. But yeah. Well, yeah, I know these stupid commercials are annoying. Are the Warriors waiting for? It's about to be halftime. Handball. But yeah, honestly, I just don't get why La Liga teams are trash. Especially Avid Devas. And this stream didn't work out as successful as I thought. So Chelsea can't request to join La Liga. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I would be wondering that as well. But imagine if Chelsea were in La Liga right now, they would absolutely destroy everyone, including I think they'll beat Madrid as well. But they would absolutely win away from home against Barcelona. And I think they'll win every single big game. They'll slaughter everyone. They'll slaughter Betis again. They'll slaughter Sociedad, Bilbao. They'll just press them like, slime. But yeah, if Chelsea were in La Liga, they'll probably win everything. They'll win everything for themselves, and everyone else goes trophyless. They'll win Super Cup. But yeah, it's just La Liga. La Liga, bro, when it comes to the big games, they haven't even scored. Real Madrid locked up against Liverpool. Barcelona locked up against Chelsea, which everyone thought they would score, including me. At least a goal or two. At least Chelsea were going to be the slightly favorites. Thought Real Madrid were going to be favorites against Liverpool, and look at what happened. Losing 4-0, Arsenal gets Atletico Madrid. La Liga is growing. Too many rules. Yup. These farmers, bro, yeah, the league is more technical. Downfall needs to be studied. There's just two teams. No offense. If you're rooting for these teams, they're going in for a tough time. Because in my opinion, I even think Brazilian teams could freaking compete with La Liga. Go toe-to-toe, if not, even go ahead and beat them. I think if Flamengo were to play La Liga, they'd probably finish either third or fourth if they played La Liga competition. I know they would try and include Champions League. I think they finish above. I don't know if they finish above Atletico Madrid, but I think Bilbao for sure. I don't know. Maybe going toe bang for Villarreal, even though Villarreal are crap from away from home. But yeah, but it's only because of one aura. unfortunately. That's why La Liga is relevant. Real Madrid itself. I thought there was going to be competition even after the World Cup, but it turns out no. After getting dominated for 20 years. I mean, no. Hold on. Let me respond to this tweet. I mean, well, it's only because of you guys, of your brilliances, which fair play credits Real Madrid of being, Real Madrid. Well, no offense. Well, I get it. You are representing La Liga, but everyone else, you're the one that you're doing the job yourself because you're carrying this league. Because everyone else is being lazy. They don't want to do it, so they're relying on you to do it. What a crap from Houston, bro. 759. That's a joke, bro. But look at this, guy. Look at this. I mean, yeah. Well, no offense. I mean, that's true. La Liga was better 20 years ago. 10, 20 years ago. Absolutely, I could agree. But it's only because, before, those financial rules and all that. But it doesn't change the fact that, it's always changed the fact, you could be proud of Real Madrid for, winning the Champions League 15 times, bringing war up. But without Real Madrid and Barcelona, La Liga has 0 UCLs. So you better think Real Madrid a lot. Because, let's say, on average, the fan base, listen, if you go to your average local, soccer, football store, let's say here, especially here in the U.S., for me, example, yes, you'll have tons of Real Madrid, Barcelona shirts, the home and away kits, as everyone was asking. You might see one Atletico shirt, depending, but there's likely a 1 to 0% chance that you're not seeing anyone else. No Sociedad, no Betis, no Bilbao, no Valencia, no Villarreal, no Levante, no Celta Vigo. They're not there. And yes, La Liga even tried to do this U.S. summer tour. They brought 4 teams, which I was there in San Francisco 2 years ago. They brought Sociedad, they brought Betis, they brought Atletico Madrid and Seville. And they didn't include Barcelona, Real Madrid. They tried to do a little bit of something, but then they tried to do something promoted, but it didn't do much, in my opinion. Hardly anyone cares. Atletico Madrid, that third club, they can't even break the curse, bro. And yes, Real Madrid fans, they could celebrate the Champions League, of course. You did pass the Premier League test in 2022, which no one believed in, and they end up winning the whole thing. But yeah, it's just La Liga. La Liga is trash. I mean, you're a Real Madrid fan. I mean, you could say it, but yes, but it's all thanks to you. La Liga did it's all because of Real Madrid. Everyone else is crap. At least the Premier League. You'll get a new winner, and I doubt Arsenal will win it this season. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, of course, rivals, don't want to see Arsenal winning it, but it might just happen. United won the Champions League 3 times. Liverpool with 6 titles. 6 European royalty. Chelsea 2. Could be 3 soon. But yeah, it's only because the last 10 years, Barcelona won that 2015. Real Madrid won 3-peat in a row. They won basically 5 UCLs. They won La Liga won 6. But it's only because of Real Madrid. With 5. And by your standards are super high, so you have to win the 16th UCL as soon as possible. You have to accept cookies before you see what. Yeah, Barca, and let's check the league table. Hold on, I don't know if this guy has the whole thing. Barcelona are not even in the table. I think they're sitting 17th or 18th. But yeah, La Liga is trash. Big up to Anfield Lad. I know he enjoys La Liga, but Big up to you, but La Liga's trash. Is doing pretty bad. Like, no one rates them almost. In my opinion, I kind of get it that you're struggling with your club Liverpool. But, like, here's the thing. When they get exposed in the real world, they get slaughtered. That's the problem. Look at these results, basically. It's that bad, bro. It is that bad. La Liga might just be done. And it hurts, bro. I don't know. Like, no, I'm not trying to get copyrighted. Declan Rice. But yeah, the Premier League. Yeah. I mean, will the Premier League, well, the last time Man City did one in 2023. And even though they didn't win anything, but yeah, the English teams, they've been doing better compared to La Liga teams. The Spanish teams. And this is a fact. Dave is right. Because if it includes the bad association from the league, it gives it out, and then boom, you become weaker. This is not sustainable. But yeah, it's 8-1. That's how bad it is. Might just put the Brazilian league, because even they gave frights to the Premier League. Palmeiras, Palmeiras gave Chelsea a good game. Esteval's last game before basically, signing for them or joining them in the Club World Cup boats as Palmeiras, the pig's ship, sinks basically as he flees. And even PSG, they destroyed all three La Liga teams. Mind you, PSG, I know they have that disaster class against Chelsea. PSG, they destroyed Real Madrid 4-0. They destroyed Atletico Madrid 4-0. They also destroyed, even though they didn't destroy, they beat Barcelona with their limited attack, and they still were like boys versus men. Even with their B team, with no Dembele, no Marquinhos, no Desiree, no Kvaratskhelia. All their guys were not there. João Neves, I forgot. But yeah. And they even beat all three sides. In PSG, they did play Sociedad, I think, last year. And in Barcelona, if you know that red card in the quarterfinals, they battered Sociedad like 4-1. And then they played, Yeah, so before I end the stream, it's just bad, bro. It is. It is not because I'm hating. It's just bad. Yeah, Spanish clubs, they still have those titles, but it's only because the majority of them, yes, Spanish clubs as of right now have won like 20. Oh yeah, UCLs. Oh yeah, but it's only because of Real Madrid and Barcelona. Real Madrid. That's the reality. Villarreal lost to City at home, and they've lost a lot of games consecutively. La Liga's gone, yeah. This was the only game Barcelona won. It was against Newcastle. The only Premier League that beat it La Liga. That was the only league that beat them. That's how bad it is. But yeah, it's just bad, bro. No goals. I don't know what to tell you guys, but it's like La Liga is like bad. La Liga is still trying to hype them up, and they're trying to hype up their derbies when it's not even working or fun. La Liga is so done. Getting locked up here and there. And Dave is right. I might have to do a part 2 about this, but even Dortmund are saying F La Liga. They want to see their downfall. And Dortmund, They played Real Madrid and Barcelona like 3 times in the last year. But yeah. Yeah, even they are telling La Liga to F off. That's how bad it is. And if it's going to keep like this, then yeah, even the Bundesliga might just be slightly better, even though the state of it isn't really much better. They're saying home, where your heart is F La Liga, F the referees, the Spanish Federation. Even they, bro, that's how, bro, it's really bad, bro. Javier Tebas, he's absolutely in the mud. It's all about the PR money. They tried to put their games in the United States and it didn't work. The fans didn't like it. Players didn't like it. They have to accept it. It's a freaking joke, bro. It's one of those guys. And then if this gets worse politically for Spain, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, bro. La Liga might actually be done. And if La Liga does collapse, and if all their football teams resign, they don't want to play professional football. At this point, just swap La Liga, the Brazilian. Can La Liga? Of course, the Barcelona, Real Madrid will win the Libertadores, even the Atletico maybe. But I even don't think outside of that, no one can win Libertadores. I don't know, even a Sudamericana. Well, mind you, Brazilian clubs are still cursed. I just don't know, bro. But yeah. Second half kicks off. But yeah, La Liga, I just don't know, bro. It's just not sustainable. La Liga is really in trouble, bro. Because you're getting teams that are getting better. On to bring even they. I mean, I don't think they're saying that Villarreal. They're saying about the corruption in La Liga, I think. And even Villarreal wanted to play in Barcelona. Miami. But yeah. La Liga is shit, but they're going to cover up things. Let's put a video. Let's cover up the problems. And yeah, get all giddy. And this is why you're going to get slapped up. I really despise that. As for this is why no one it's bro. But yeah, in the big games, the Premier League has won every single La Liga game. And Man City can make it 9-1 if they beat Real Madrid in 2 weeks from now, which we'll see. We called the Premier League for a reason. We lead the other fall exactly. Oh, Monterrey! Saved, but yeah. La Liga is a Farmers League, baby. So yeah, that might just be it. Tax like 50%. This league used to be so much better. So much ballers on that Liga, but Olympic. Or even on Barcelona, Real Madrid, which we all know. It's just embarrassing, bro. But yeah, it's not sustainable. There's some teams in the Premier League that struggle. La Liga's overrated. Real Madrid, exactly, facts. It's only because of Real Madrid. Exactly. And then even Barcelona, Real Madrid, they still have more Champions League, European trophies. Not because I'm flexing, I'm just saying factually. And that plays a role. And this is why Real Madrid has carried them responsible. But if Real Madrid, if they don't fix up and if they keep playing, the trash system, La Liga, then yeah. And is there any big La Liga fan groups? Is there any Betis fans, Villarreal fan groups in the U.S., for example? I don't know. Sociedad? Elche? No. There's probably more Flamengo, Palmeiras, and Corinthians fans. There's by far more Chivas fans, America fans, Cruz Azul fans in the U.S. I think the United States has more fans of Cruz Azul, America, or Chivas, Monterrey Tigres fans than all those La Liga clubs. Atletico Madrid might just have the same number of fans as those giant clubs of Mexico that I mentioned. And then behind Barcelona and Madrid, if you go to your average store or sweat market in San Jose or LA or Southern California, Arizona, somewhere south, Miami, of course you're going to get your Miami shirts, Lionel Messi. You will get Barcelona, Real Madrid shirts as expected. You'll have America, Chivas, Cruz Azul shirts, Mexico. Every single Liga MX teams. You might get a few South American teams, maybe a few River, Boca Juniors, and even the Argentina. They're going through something similar, but kind of worse. Kind of, basically. That's how bad Argentina's league has fallen off. They don't even want to talk about the Racing Club. And as for and by my opinion, I think the Brazilian league should be selling in these stores or a sweat market. But yeah, Flamengo, Palmeiras, Corinthians, Cruzeiro, which we all know. Vasco, even though they're trash. And whatever team South Central America they sell. The Caribbean, Peru, Colombia as well. And but yeah, you'll have your top 6 teams likely, Chelsea, Arsenal, the big 6. Maybe even outside, maybe one team outside top 6, maybe in Aston Villa, Newcastle, Brentford. Yeah, mind you, probably not even probably even the Portuguese league, even though you could say it's just Benfica, Porto, and Sporting Lisbon. I kind of get it, but the Portuguese league, Portugal is a lot smaller. So I kind of get it, the geographic size. But here's the thing, will you see a Real Betis kid? You might see a possible in that Atletico Madrid kid here and there, but will you see a Real Betis, Bilbao, Elche, Sociedad, Real Odevello kids? No. See, almost none, unless they get unless there's a possibly famous player that's there. Even though in the U.S. you have Johnny Cardoso at Atletico Madrid, but that's it. But yeah, they just don't sell. No one cares. It's only about Barcelona and Real Madrid. And the Liga is overrated. Yeah, exactly. It's only because of credit to Real Madrid, because everyone else is crap. Everyone else is bad. And that's the reality. It's just ridiculous. But yeah, La Liga is an absolute freaking disgrace. No offense. These guys, bro. La Liga is just bad. And why are they giving them spots? Why are they giving them so much European spots if they're not going to compete? They don't deserve these same number of European spots as the Premier League. Because if we're seeing these teams fumble, But yeah, it's not really sustainable. I don't know what to say this, but all right, we got a comment. Even South Americans are going. My cook will cook Chelsea. Big up PMF5. You're back, right? Yeah, I feel where you're coming from. Yeah, we'll go on for another 10 minutes. I won't do the whole game. But yeah, the state of La Liga is pretty bad, bro. In the Premier League, they're locking them up. I don't know what's the score between out of the 9 games. It's just massive. Chelsea, Real Madrid, and Atletico Madrid lost away in England with big games. And yeah, sure, all of them were away. Real Madrid do host Man City at the Bernabeu. America! Yeah, I'm back with another account. So smash up the likes. Yeah, I'm going to add you as mod, honestly, at this point. But what do you think of La Liga being trash so far? Especially the problems, bro. It's just it's just kind of bad. And even if they got the bigger trophies, Barcelona, Real Madrid, somewhat. But Barcelona somewhat, but it's like, yeah. And then, like, even this European slash screenshot or European lad said, embarrassing. La Liga is an absolute joke. Real Madrid, absolute goddamn. Oh, yeah, this was yesterday. And then today, Barcelona. Barcelona looking like Sheffield Wednesday against Chelsea. Good hot take. And then, European lad. It might be true. It might be true. Who's whooping Villarreal third place? Dortmund, who are sitting in like third in the Bundesliga, and they're whooping them like 4-0. That's how bad it is. Oh my goodness. Villarreal. It's just bad, bro. Like, you can't even maintain this, see this. It is, bro. Like, I don't know if really sustainable. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's an absolute joke, bro. It is. Alright, I pulled this up. La Liga, there's so much problems, bro. Like, it makes me don't want to watch La Liga anymore. And I'm only going to watch the Barcelona Real Madrid games. Prior by Kano, I did no. This was for Romball. Oh my days, bro. Getting locked up. I thought Chelsea and Liverpool want to keep a clean sheet. Oh, America! Oh, you hits it out wide. La Liga's image is just bad. La Liga is shit, filled with overrated players, run by Real Madrid and Barcelona. Finally. Yeah, that's the problem. But yeah, La Liga, they might be falling off. La Liga is filled with overrated players, ran by Real Madrid. I always said this. Yeah, La Liga's lost its capability, and I might have to retweet this. And I know Anfield Lab may not agree, but it looks like it's true. No, like, this is why, bro. Look at this. It's only ran by Real Madrid and Barcelona. That's it. Look at you guys. This game. Imagine Osasuna. They lost 3-1 to Sociedad. Imagine if they played that against Chelsea. That has to be 8-0, 9-0 or something. That has to be 8-0, surely. For real, bro. It's just not looking good. Almost overrated league, and then I see the Sao Paulo Palmeiras shirt guy. Yeah, I don't know what to say about La Liga. I might have to agree with this, not because I'm hating La Liga, but it's like the image continues to get worse and worse. This is why. Not even the top three league at this point, yeah. 4-0 against Arsenal. Atletico Madrid 4-0. Arsenal. But it's like, if you keep clowning yourselves, then yeah. This may not be a top 5 league. Just replace the Brazilian league already, guys. Just replace the Brazilian league to La Liga. I know Italy, Serie A, they have problems. We're seeing Inter now getting battered. We're seeing Inter being fraudulent again. Juve struggling still. Atalanta, some mixed feelings. And Liverpool. Not Liverpool, I mean, my bad. Who else is... There's only like 4 teams. Inter, Juve, and Napoli. Oh, I forgot about Napoli. Napoli, I think they won this week against Kairat. Not Kairat, my bad. I don't know. Forgot who they play. But yeah, if you do that. But yeah, like RSM said, there's only 2 teams. Well, Liga football remains uncompetitive in football. What's this? This Manchester United versus Barcelona? Maybe that's different. Oh, hold on. I think this is a different tweet. My bad. La Liga tired as the Liga is an all-time low, but their fans won't agree. I mean, probably not. Don't get me wrong. I have a Betis kid. I have I don't have a Valencia kid. I thought I do. But I have an Atletico Madrid kid. But yeah, that's about it. Oh, almost equalized. La Liga is really... Yeah, it has, bro. It's really bad, bro. La Liga is an absolute joke. Yeah, I'm gonna retweet this. La Liga's ass getting exposed in Europe because of absolutely facts. Teams losing their best players to Mexican clubs because Teba's probably Mexican and Brazilian clubs because of the rich money. Even MLS, bro. Barcelona cannot even be financial 100% stable. That's the problem. And that's why La Liga is just falling off. And everyone is only here to watch just 2 teams. Sergio Ramos fouled by Aguirre. Even Seville can't keep him. That's why I went to Richmond today. This is why. La Liga might just be washed. I hate to say this, but they might actually be washed. I agree. But yeah, this will be the end of the stream. But yeah, this needs to be addressed. I don't care if we beat anyone. And if there was a Champions League final, we're likely having an English final compared to an El Clasico final. We are for sure having an English final than El Clasico final. More likely happening for sure. Of course, in the next 5 years. Of course. We might not even see another Madrid derby final, in my opinion. for a real long time. They got lucky in those 2 years. And Atletico Madrid were extra trying. And even though they're still trusting the process of Simeone, I have no idea why they probably won't win the trophy. Exactly, that's the problem. This is why it needs to be addressed. If Liga MX teams could do that, I think Monterrey beats a Sevilla, maybe. I don't know. And then, like most of these guys, they don't even take their game seriously. Here's the thing with La Liga. When they play Barcelona Real Madrid, they'll show all their heart, their pride, likely. But when they play another different opposition, if it's not a rival of theirs, forgot I mentioned that. If even their rivals, they don't even take it as seriously as Barcelona and Real Madrid. If they don't show their hearts, they're not serious. They're just lazy. They pass it sideways, backwards. That's reality in La Liga. Citizen, this is why you're getting exposed. Imagine what Chelsea would have done to Bilbao and Sociedad, and Betis are technically better than the two Basque clubs. Imagine what they would have done. They deserve to be in that Europa League. They probably would have won the Europa League either way. We would have gone to PSG Chelsea Super Cup final instead of Tottenham. Tottenham are pretty much washed. But yeah, what a thriller, 5-3. But yeah, I just don't know, bro. La Liga might just be washed. America! What was that penalty? No penalty. And yeah, this is not sustainable for La Liga clubs for being the same league. They used to play during the football, during the Messi Ronaldo time, and boom, it's gone. And then Mbappe, Lamine Yamal, Endrick, it's not helping. Well, they got problems, especially politically, racially, especially, and like not enough action and not enough. It's just this is why La Liga might just fall off a dump. Imagine if the Brazilian league teams, if Cruzeiro were to play in La Liga, I think they finish with this form. I think they finish 4th or 5th, just above maybe a Betis or something. Maybe just behind either Villarreal or something, behind these guys. But yeah, this is just ridiculous. La Liga is just stupid, bro. Because it is. And it's time to acknowledge that. I'm acknowledging that, and I'm not trying to hate it, but it's like, this is why this league is dreadful, bro. I'm not saying I think good players can play in the Premier League. Look at Mimiro, Zubimendi. They're used to it now. Maybe they struggle a bit. Yeah, this is a different league. This is not like, basketball, fast phase. Even if they have their good camera angles, but they don't even have good technology. Yeah, they'll be relying on El Clasico as their favorite food of basically getting money, basically. That's what they're relying on. And the Madrid derby is like the second thing that comes to mind. Everyone else, the Sevilla derby, it should be popular. The Basque derby, it's not a serious rivalry. Why are we doing that? Valencia, it's kind of dead, almost still, because Valencia or Levante still cannot keep up. America, locked up. Mind you, even Cruz Azul America or America Chivas is probably bigger than most derbies in Spain. Only behind, maybe you could say. But on the world standards, so America, Cruz Azul are bigger clubs than Sevilla and Betis. This is a bigger derby. But the world attention, of course, La Ligas will still want to do that. They'll say it's around the same size. Around the same size, but I think it is slightly bigger, for example. The Madrid derby is like the second thing. All because Real Madrid now. Let's go on like a third of Real Madrid. Because at least Chelsea Arsenal is like a lot closer than Real and Atletico Madrid. Because the Atletico Madrid, they're not serious, unfortunately, on winning trophies. And I just don't know. So, at this point, I'm going to end the stream. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. I'm out of here. Peace. La Liga, you might just be done. It's time to have a serious conversation. We might do a part 2 tomorrow. La Liga might just be done. Relying on good, brilliance plays. But yeah. Remove La Liga. Either Barcelona or Real Madrid are running La Liga. But there's a crap. Oh, it hits the sand. But yeah. So bye.